I'm Claudia Kay, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. My niece and I, got to go to a flea market. We've not been to a flea market since last year, and the last one we'd gone to was very disappointing. This one was a new one to us. So she doesn't actually live in the same city I do. She lives right beside me. So the cities are side by side. This one's held at their fairgrounds, and I just didn't even know it existed. And I found it, I was searching something in January, and I had seen that it was going to be upcoming in February. And I'm like, what? There's a flea market I didn't know about? What? I got all excited. And she just happened to have free time today, which she, with her work schedule, she really hasn't had time lately. So we headed over there, and they opened at 9, and we didn't get there until 10:45-ish, I think. But they still had fantastic stuff. And it's a one day only, like 9 to 4, I think. And I was worried because it was advertised as a, oh, I got cat hair on me. Advertised as a craft show and flea market. We'd show up and it'd just be a bunch of craft stuff, which I don't mind looking at, but I'm not there to buy things for myself, right? So it was a nice mix. There were only a couple of like true crafty booths that we kind of just passed by, or tables. And there were a couple of MLMs there, like the paparazzi jewelry, the Color Street nails. So they had those, but then they had a couple of really cool artists, probably around my daughter's age and my niece's age. So it was fun to look through all their stuff. I got some ideas for my daughter's birthday, and I followed both of them on Instagram. They were two different tables. They were both on Instagram. I love supporting local artists, and they were both doing some really, really neat stuff. But I only had enough money to source. And then my niece bought me a couple of things, but my niece purchased them, not me. So I definitely got some ideas for my daughter's birthday. But they had just some good booths where you just want to kind of dig through all this stuff and find the good stuff. And they had one booth where the glass was priced at antique store prices, but I got to see my first piece of emerald crest in person. It was just the little fan vase, just the little Fenton fan vase with the emerald crest. But I got to see it in person. And I always said if I ever saw a piece in person, I'd buy it. It was $22, you guys. Like there was no way. It's worth it. It's beautiful, but there was no way I could pay for it. But I did get to see my first piece of emerald crest, so that was exciting. So I'm going to show you all of the things that will be for resale first, and then I'll show you what my niece bought me. These I had actually picked up at Goodwill this week. It was the only thing that I picked up at Goodwill this week. And I couldn't identify the company. I found them online listed as Pineapple Pattern, which, seems like, yes, that would be Pineapple Pattern, but I don't know who made them. But these are a nice size. So I picked up a couple of white glass tumblers for Monday sale. And then I picked this up, but I didn't realize, look how beautiful. I didn't realize that some of the hobnails were damaged. So like none of the bigger ones around, like none of these around these 3 rows here are damaged, but then you get up and you start to see some of the damaged ones. So, and it is on front and back. See. So the price is going to be less than what I'd hoped to make on it, but I'm still going to offer it for sale because if you've just got sitting up on a shelf, you're not going to see that. And even if you've got flowers in it, I don't think you'll notice that, but gonna have that. This I found online marked as Empoli, but none of the listings I looked at had a sticker that said Empoli to prove it was Empoli. So I don't know. Empoli style. Super pretty. And then this, he said he thought it might be Northwood. Look at that. But it's green. How often do we come across the green? And it's a really pretty, like, emerald green. It's not a weird avocado green. There you can see. So this gorgeous little compote carnival glass. Ooh, so pretty. So pretty. And that was the most expensive thing I bought. So that's going to be a nice price for resale. And, you know, I pick up the clear glass if it's stunning and special. It's Westmoreland clear glass. I don't think I've had Westmoreland clear glass before. I think it's always been milk glass. So here on the bottom you can see Westmoreland glass. It's the square base. And look at the detail. Oh, it's gorgeous. And then it's got like a thumbprint all the way around here. And then the these crimped edges. And it is the Wakefield pattern. Oh, it's so pretty, you guys. Oh, it's so, so pretty. Look at that. And it has 4 seams. So this was made with a mold that had 4 different seams. So 4 pieces that fit together. Oh, it's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous, you guys. It's just gorgeous. So I picked that up. And then I got my first Costa Boda snowball. Isn't that gorgeous? That's the first one I've ever found, I believe. I don't think I've sold one before. It's so heavy. Why are these so heavy? It's so heavy. Costa Boda snowball, but just one, not a pair. I got this little blue toothpick holder. This is one of the ones that's made in Taiwan. And I'm thinking this was when Wheaton moved some of their production to Taiwan, and it was Wheaton molds. It's a 3-seam mold, but it's not quality glass. So I'm thinking this is when Wheaton figured out it would be cheaper to have their stuff made in Taiwan. They moved some of the, if I'm remembering right, but no chips, no cracks. So if you like blue glass, that will be available. And then I've sold Westmoreland candy dishes before with the lids, but never this shape. I had the wedding boxes. I had one that hadn't been painted with gold and one that was painted with gold. Here's the bottom, so you know it's Westmoreland glass. No chips, no cracks. So I picked that one up. And then, you guys, this piece, I only found one example of. It's a wall pocket. It's this gorgeous peacock blue. It's got a swirl through it. Look, there's the hole drilled into it for the wall pocket. It's gorgeous. The only example I could find that was close to this. It's not the exact same pattern. It was a check wall pocket from the 1920s, and it recently sold on eBay for $95. I'm not going to be charging quite that much, but it's stunning. Stunning. And I hate to say rare. None of us like to say rare, but might be hard to find. And then I got, now these aren't vintage, but they're vintage style. So I went ahead and picked them up. How stinking cute are they? They're so cute. I thought they'd be good in assemblages at Christmas time. If you're interested in them, you can buy them used from me for a lesser price, but if you want to buy them brand new, they are on Amazon for $10.99. They are the Picky Nicky Elf Babies. But I will not have them for that price. They'll be cheaper from me. They're so stinking cute. So cute. So I picked those up. And if nobody wants them, I'm going to put them back and bring them out, you know, like Thanksgiving time. Okay, so I think, oh, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this book yet, but I picked up this book. It was just 50 cents. Just because of the cover. Look at the cover. Also, it was published in 1973. This book is officially 50 years old this year. So, picked that up. Book from 1973. It belonged to Bertha. Right there. 1973. So I just love the colors on it. So pick that up for 50 cents. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but that was fun. Now I'm going to show you what my niece got me. Because she did get an overtime check for all that work she's been doing. So she got me a Bluebird. This is 1991 Leo Ward, which is the year I graduated from high school. And this is a good size one. So got that one. Then she got me this one. I brought it home just to wash off because it was dirty. It's not red glass, and the red started to come off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick him back in the water. He's going to get the red scrubbed off of him, and then he will be a clear bird to join my other birds. But yeah, that was a shock to me that he wasn't red because the bottom looks red, right? Nope. Painted red. And he's not a, whatever the red birds were, you know, he's not a hand-blown, these were imitation ones. But I did think it was red glass. So his quick dunk in the water did some major damage to him. We only paid $2 for him. My niece bought him for $2. So he's going to become a clear bird. Undergo a transformation. And then these three little sweethearts, which she got for me for $1 for all three because two have beak damage. Ooh, about dropped it. But they are going to look sweet with, I've got to do some rearranging up there. But they're going to look very sweet with my other birds. So got this one. This one, this hummingbird in flight, which would have had a long beak. So he's had his beak broken. But how pretty. I guess he's not really clear. He's blue. So pretty. And then this one. He had a nice, no, this one had, oh, this one had the nice polished bottom. And then these two look like that. So 3 birds for $1 from my little bird collection. And my niece bought those for me. So that was super nice. And then I've been trying not to add to my uranium collection because literally I cannot squeeze another thing onto those 5 shelves. But I'm going to drink out of this one. So it's okay, right? This is a Bear Glass by Federal Glass. So got that for me. And then she bought me some earrings. So I got these blue lips. Totally on brand for me. And she got me these. They're tree books. Book trees. Book trees, not tree books. They're that really thin little, that wood. So, super nifty. These. Those are just plastic. These for Valentine's Day. And these, which I will probably just wear all of the time. Even though they are hearts, just because. So pretty. The Lisa Frank loving child in me adores these earrings. They're my new favorites. Oh, and I forgot I had picked up. You guys have never seen my cross collection. I had it on an entire wall. Maybe I posted a picture of it on Instagram once, but I've got a whole collection of crosses from tiny pendants all the way to like big decorative crosses. But I picked this one up for my cross, and it is vintage, for my cross collection. And then do you guys remember Webkinz? There's a whole age group of these young people who are in their early 20s who are buying Webkinz again because they had them as children. And this one guy made her a deal on all of them. And they still had their activation codes on them. So she's hoping, she's going to go home and test out and hoping they work. But there were some rare ones in there, which she may sell. I don't know. But there were two she was going to keep for sure. So she took the activation tags off because she didn't want the actual Webkinz because they're poodles. So these two are going to go into my bedroom. I'm not a big stuffed animal collector, but they're pink and white poodle. So we had a ton of fun today. The flea market was awesome. The people were all nice. There was no rudeness, no stress. It was all in one building. The other one we were going to was 3 different buildings, and it was very disappointing to walk around 3 different buildings and come out with one item, which is what happened the last time we'd gone. So this one was a blast. It was a blast. I had great vendors. It was well put on. Also, it was free to get in. The other one charged you to even drive into the lot. So I have no complaints. It was a fantastic experience. I got beautiful things for me, beautiful things for you guys. Super excited about all of it. And that's it. So if you've watched all the way to the end, please comment, like, subscribe, ring the bell so that you know when I go live. Most of the glass will be up for sale on Monday's Glass with Class at 1. And then next week I also have my coffee chat and small sale at 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning. I will not be doing a clearance sale this week coming up because I am going to finish getting everything boxed up. You guys, you have been awesome. You have purchased so many items, and I'm just not used to shipping out 75 items in a week. So I am a tad behind. If you have not heard from me by Sunday night, then let me know, because my plan is to have everything invoiced by tomorrow night, unless you, number one, ask me to keep an open box for you, which 2 people have. Actually, 3 people have, but I'll have to check with the one person because she didn't confirm after last week's sales that she wanted me to continue. Anyway, or I may not have a box big enough. I'm running out of my big boxes. If I don't have a box big enough, I will be emailing you to let you know that. Otherwise, you should have your invoice by tomorrow night. That's the plan. So I'm going to work on it tonight. It's Saturday when I'm filming this. I'm going to work on it all day tomorrow. And it's already starting to look emptier in here. I feel lighter. So thank you guys. You've all been awesome. All right. I will talk to you in the chats very soon. Remember, be kind. It doesn't cost you anything, and it may mean everything to someone else. It meant a lot to me today that I met a lot of kind people. Bye.